Gentlemen, there's been a new entry into one of the greatest video game series of all time, the Batman Arkham series, so we are going to rank every game in the Arkham canon, starting with Batman Arkham Asylum from 2009.
Hell yeah, this game is so goddamn good. Every second of it felt like it was ripped out of the comics. And having Kevin Conroy come back to play Batman and Mark Hamill as Joker was easily the best choice they could have made for this game. Superhero gaming would look very different without Arkham Asylum. My vote is S tier. The game is pretty much perfect.
Oh my god, this game is a fucking masterpiece. Every second was amazing. The Scarecrow encounters and Killer Croc encounters are easily some of the most disturbing moments in a video game. Do you guys remember that Scarecrow game, Crash? Man, I thought my console really froze the first time I played it.
No. I could never get past the first Scarecrow encounter. Scarecrow makes me fucking shit myself.
That's probably just your weak old man anus. Anyway, I actually don't think this game is 100% flawless. Some of the boss fights were pretty lacking. The Titans got repetitive the fucking second time, yet they kept overusing them. Bane's boss fight is a gross disrespect to one of Batman's most cunning and dangerous villains. And don't even get me fucking started on Titan Joker. Could you guys settle for a tier?
Not a fucking chance in hell. This game is S tier and no fucking lower. The creepy claustrophobic atmosphere, the Scarecrow and Killer Croc boss fights, the voice acting, and the fucking combat all more than make up for those repetitive ass Titan fights. But I do agree that Bane should have been shown more respect by the writers, but not enough to say this game isn't S tier.
I completely agree with Corey. Bane was done dirty, but every other villain is perfect. Joker, Harley, Ivy, and Scarecrow are all played to perfection, and the Arkham series has the best combat system of any video game series ever. Asylum goes to S tier. Now moving on to Arkham City. To be honest with you, I think this game is overrated. I don't get why people say it's the best superhero game ever made. Asylum was way better.
What the fuck did I just hear you say, Air Force One?
Holy shit, it's Batman.
Oh shit, not you again.
What do you mean again, Donald? How the fuck do you know Batman?
Remember that whole thing with Stormy Daniels? Well, Donnie here came to Gotham to try and pick up another side girl, and that's when Poison Ivy got him.
I still have rashes on my dick, you emo orphan son of a bitch.
That's fucking hilarious.
I thought so too. It was the best laugh I've had in 20 years. That's why I waited for like 4 hours before I saved him. But after what Air Force One over here said about Arkham City, I think I should have let his dick rashes get infected and put this Oompa Loompa in an early grave. That was the only time I wished I didn't have a no-kill rule that wasn't Joker. Anyway, Donald, how the fuck is City overrated? Are you forgetting the Mr. Freeze boss fight? That alone puts this into S tier. Not to mention playing as Catwoman, the amazing twist at the end, the other bosses like Clayface and Ra's al Ghul, the entire city to play in free roam. I challenge you to name a single thing wrong with this game.
Oh, please. The only good part of Arkham City was the giant wall separating the criminals from the rest of the city.
Of fucking course you would say that. Come on, Donald, this game is a fucking masterpiece. You get to play as Catwoman, meaning you can stare at that rack as much as you want.
Jesus fucking Christ, Joe. That's the woman I love. We fucking grew up together. Anyway, Obama, I vote tier and to disqualify Donald's opinion on the grounds that it's slander.
I second that. Corey, I guess you're the deciding vote.
Obviously, S tier. Arkham City is the best superhero game ever made. No, wait. It's one of the greatest games ever made. It goes into S tier right this fucking second. Okay, next is Arkham Origins. Honestly, I don't get why this game got so much hate when it first came out. It may not be as good as Asylum or City and might be a bit glitchy, but this game easily had the best bosses with Deathstroke, Bane, Copperhead, and Firefly, making up for the absolute atrocity that was Asylum Bane by actually doing Bane justice, making him the secondary antagonist to the Joker, and easily the best DLC. That Mr. Freeze story was fucking badass. The only things that are wrong with this game for me are the glitches and the Black Mask's Joker plot. They should have just grown some balls and actually had a game without Joker. I vote a tier.
Troy Baker does do a great job as Joker, but yeah, I agree. They already had Asylum and City with Joker as the main villain. They could have easily had Black Mask, Deathstroke, or Bane be the main villain. But they were too scared to try something different and shoved in a cheap Joker twist, which is nothing compared to the twist in Arkham City. But this game is still great, although not an S tier. I would say a tier. It might be S tier if it got a remaster or if the online mode was still up. God, I miss playing as Bane. Also, I hear Rocksteady don't consider this game canon. But after the abomination that was the Suicide Squad game, which we'll get to, I don't really give a fuck what they say. Arkham Origins is canon and a great game, just in desperate need of a remaster.
Well, it looks like Arkham Origins is a tier. I'm okay with that. Next is Arkham Knight. Holy shit, this game has so much missed potential. I mean, how do you have a villain as cool as Scarecrow be the main villain, and yet he spends all game being a little bitch to a dead Joker and the Arkham Knight?
What the fuck did you just say? You toupee wearing Jabba the Hutt?
Holy shit, it's Scarecrow. Guys, I'm scared.
Yes, Joseph. Let the fear flow through your fragile mind as it breaks you. Tell me, Mr. President, what are you truly afraid of?
Trump in a thong.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
To be fair, that is a horrific image that nobody should be subjected to. I feel bad for you now, Joe. It must be horrible having to live with such a horrific fear.
Yes, President Biden, you have my sympathy. Even I wouldn't allow my toxin to create such a disturbing image. Anyway, how the fuck am I a little bitch Donald? I fucking unmasked Batman on live TV and doused all of Gotham City with fear toxin. I was fucking winning this whole damn game.
Was that the same toxin that I subjected you to, causing you to piss yourself on live TV? Now that's what Gotham remembers from that night, Crane.
Fuck you, you rich bastard. You stole my toxin. Anyway, Arkham Knight should go into S tier. I mean, have you seen those fucking graphics? Looks better than most games today.
Hell no. Arkham Knight is only a tier at most. Sure, the graphics are gorgeous and the story's pretty cool. The Man-Bat jumpscare actually got me. And it's cool to see villains like Professor Pig show up. He's always been one of my favorites. But this game is far from flawless. You can tell who the Arkham Knighted from fucking miles away. There's not a single good boss fight in the game. A lot of the DLC is very generic. And just like Origins, this game just can't help using Joker even though he's fucking dead. Actually, with all those flaws, I think this game might actually be B tier. Sorry, Dr. Crane, I wanted it to be a tier, but the facts don't lie. It's B tier.
Obama, are you fucking high right now? Dr. Crane is right, those fucking graphics are so amazing. I don't know how Rocksteady made graphics like that in fucking 2015. Though the story is not done to its full potential with the Joker hallucinations and the Arkham Knight's identity being fucking obvious. But apart from that, this game is fucking amazing. Even the side missions were great, like Professor Pig and Man-Bat. How is this game not at least A tier?
No, Obama is right on the money with this, Corey. Arkham Knight is only B tier. Did you forget that fucking dogshit Batmobile gameplay? Which they decided to make Deathstroke's fucking boss fight after his amazing fight in Origins.
Oh my god, I fucking knew he was gonna bring that up. Yes, the Batmobile is shit, but the rest of the game makes up for it. And the DLC might be bland, but it ended a lot of character stories. You can't tell me that story with Mr. Freeze, and Nora didn't make you cry. I agree with Crane, which is something I hope to never do in my life. S tier.
Actually, now that I hear the criticism of this game, I can agree with B tier. A beautiful looking game does not equal a perfect one.
You're fucking easy, Crane. What? Did Killer Croc take your balls when he tore your face apart?
Yes, he did actually. It was fucking painful. After that shit at the Asylum went down my balls washed up on Arkham Island. Now my fucking nutsack is in an evidence locker. How the fuck are they using my balls as evidence?
Sperm samples.
That actually makes sense. Speaking of balls being torn off, next is the fucking kick to my non-existent balls that is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This game does not need to exist. The ending of Arkham Knight ended the series perfectly. If Rocksteady had to make this game, then why didn't they at least make it non-canon?
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. It's about time we got to see the Justice League in an Arkham game. King Shark is hilarious. And we're still going to get new content for this game in the future. It's at least C tier.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe, and fuck this game. If this game wasn't canon, then it would be C tier. But you mean to tell me that Harley Quinn shooting Batman in the face is Arkham Batman's canon death? What the fuck?
I think we should ignore Joe and put this game into F tier and pretend it doesn't exist. Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank fuck for that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to Danimation so you don't miss future animations and AI Presidents videos. Presidents out.